Sit back, relax a little bit. Let me tell you a story. See if yours is anything like mine. Remember when I was a kid? So much better when I popped the lid. Till the rabble open it up.
Exactly, listen to Sean. Right, and Cash App's the easy way to get money transferred when you're out with friends. So, hop into that and then we'll get back to it.
He said, baby, jump in the back, boy. Tailgate crazy.
Tailgate crazy. What's going on, everybody? You know what's up. It is Sunday night, so you know what that means, man. Another exciting episode of Fantasy Report. So welcome back. I'm your bus driver. Got the co-pilot. What up, Justin?
Doing well. Ready to take the remembrance and the relaxation for this Memorial Day coming up and getting you guys started with some fantasy football and football topics about that, and just enjoying the extra time off to relax, dedicate their lives for us to have this ability to be able to do this for you guys here tonight on Sunday night.
Right, man. Yeah, for those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for us to be able to, enjoy this Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or wherever you're watching us at. So yeah, it's funny, I've been wondering what to say about Memorial Day, so I just tell people to have a good Memorial Day weekend. It feels weird saying have happy Memorial Day.
Yeah,
that's the weirdest statement to me. But yeah, no, like you said, gone but not forgotten, right? So
absolutely.
enjoy it, guys. What up, Jamie? Yo, bro, what's going on, dude? Thanks for tuning in, man.
What's he doing? Is he just hanging out in the shadows? What's up,
I know,
Jamie?
right? You know what I'm saying? Get up here with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? We'd love to have you on.
Come on down. You're the next contestant on Run Through These Quarterbacks.
The price is right. Oh yeah, these quarterbacks. You said that. No copyright infringements here. Nah. But anyway,
that's the last thing we need is get copy straight.
Yeah, if we get enough people to watch and have that brought up. But you guys know what it is. It's Sunday night, so like we said, it's Fantasy Reports. Tonight we're going to be breaking down the quarterback tiers. We got Justin's quarterback tiers 1 through 4. Show you where they stand. I think all these quarterbacks you'll be okay with, right? But we think that there are different levels to it, though, from where it is. Maybe
get some good sleep, Jamie. We'll catch you on the other side.
Right, we'll get you on the other side. Set it and forget it. To maybe you have these guys in case of break glass in case of emergency. So we're gonna break down the tiers. We're gonna do a little different. Got a little different format for that. We got Justin's question of the week. Build your dream offensive lineup, your top 5 guys plus your offensive line. So like Detroit Lions line plus Matt Stafford at QB. This and that. Blah blah blah. This is gonna be redraft quarterback tiers. Correct, Justin?
Yes, Jamie. It's gonna be redraft based off of our league that we mock draft from.
Yeah, man.
What is that? A week ago or so now? Man, I can't keep track of time as well.
I think it was like
so. Yeah, we'll be doing it for redraft purposes. Which I don't know. Depending on perspective, people could probably take that into dynasty as well, but mainly primarily focused down redraft lane.
Yeah, I don't think it's too much difference with the rankings for the quarterback. Maybe like and dynasty wise, if you're
we'll find out when we get into the tiers
contracts, right? Yeah, we'll get into it. Yeah, 2 weeks ago that was. Yeah, you were in the mock, man.
Yeah,
we're gonna get another one too on the 7th. We're doing another mock draft on June 7th too. So get back with it, Jamie. Get ready for it, guys. Get ready for us. 7 p.m. Sunday night, June 7th. We'll be doing our second mock draft for the Fantasy Reports Sleeper Fantasy League. We'll be breaking that down, the quarterback tiers, redraft style ranking tiers. We have the team, your dream team, right? So you break down your offensive team plus the offensive line, and then if we got time to get into it, we'll be talking about.
But you got a salary cap. You only have a set amount of dollars to work with.
You only have $20 to work with. Speaking of that, so we'll show that breakdown. Let us know what you think. That is in the Discord chat. If you are in Discord, you can head over there and find that graphic. If not, we'll have that up too when we get into it. And then if we got
chime in with yours in the chat while we're live tonight.
Yeah, so Guys, rock with us. This is, you know what I'm saying, it's going down. We got some exciting stuff for you. But you know how we do over here. We take our time and we like to take it slow and let it chill, right? Let it simmer, right? So we'll go ahead and hit you with that promo. We'll get right into it. Yeah, I know. We got to keep the bus. You know, it's like what was that Keanu Reeves movie?
Speed.
Speed. I was like 60 seconds. It's not gone in 60 seconds. Speed. You know what I mean? Only it's called slow. So we're gonna take it chill. We're gonna hit you with a promo real quick, guys, for Shady Sports, and then we'll be right back and get right into it. So hit that like button, hit that share button, subscribe, and we'll give you time to tell your friends so we get some more people in here, right? Get that engagement up. So join in with us, guys. We'll be right back. It's Fantasy Reports. I'm Cedric. That's Justin. Tap in. Yeah, man. You saw it. You synced it. Head over to ShadySportsNetwork.com or Shady Sports anywhere you get your social medias, man, and tap in with us. We got all types of sports coverage from the NFL to the NBA, AFL, CFL, you know, Big Three.
Italian League.
Got Italian football, European football. We just got into boxing, you know, a lot of boxing.
We got the Arena League Football League, too, as well. We got the Eau Claire Axemen going up tonight against the Hot Springs, Arkansas team.
There you go. We got Colorado Spartans making the playoffs too. They just won tonight, I think 61-35. Shout out to the Spartans. Hey.
Yeah, that was practice for them. That was a warm-up game.
Light work, man. Light work. Like we do over in Fantasy Reports, light work, man. We enjoy bringing you guys these rankings, all of these tiers, breaking down, you know, getting all these points together for you. We want you to win your league. So you come back and say, hey, guys, I won my league. Rock with us. So yeah, we're gonna be breaking down the quarterback tiers tonight, and we got it a little different for you. We
got some stats and sorcery for you guys tonight. A little spicing it up.
And yeah, Justin want to do a little different, so we got this die for you. I don't know if you can see. There's a bunch of different sides to this dice, guys. So we're gonna go through.
So after each roll, go through one of these quarterbacks that the die rolls on. That's on the rankings, and we'll dissect them for a little bit.
We will break them down. Now, it's the first time doing it, so we're not, you know, 100% on point. But hopefully, I can get my stats pulled up here with it and get that rocking with it, so that I am ready to go.
We'll get some sorcery going with these stats. So stick with us. And if you're first time tuning in, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for finding us. And feel free to follow, share, and you know, check us out after the episode. Everywhere you can find us on
social. You know where to find us. Shady Sports Network. Look up Fantasy Reports. We'll be right there and just rock with us. All right. So you want to go first there, my friend?
Sure. Yeah. Let's hit the. Let's go through the fourth tier of our the rankings I got here. Let me pull them up on my phone. Okay. So we're at tier 4.
So you want to just do the 4th tier? So let me see. Can I change my dice to just do?
Or like if you want, like we can go through the tiers, and then afterwards we can roll the dice and break down.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that. Okay. See, guys, I don't even know we learn on the fly over here. So yeah, let's do it that way. We'll go start with.
You get it raw and live with this. This isn't scripted over here, guys. So
it's straight live.
We just get better with each show.
And it to win it. So here we go. We'll start with tier 4. That's my drum roll right there, guys.
We'll work on sound effects.
Get one there. Something like that. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. All right, tier 4 starting off 17
through 20. Tier 4. These are still your quarterback ones for your fantasy football season and redraft. These are still guys that you can find yourself drafting in some point on your drafts, on your rosters.
More so probably the quarterback. That's how I look at them.
So
I was just saying, say you forgot to draft a quarterback. These are the guys.
Yeah, you just let it slide. You went 0 QB for the first 10 or 12 parts of your draft.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these guys, these are all competitors. These are all contenders. These are guys that have put up QB1 numbers in the past, and then going off of 10-team or 12-team redraft leagues. And Tua at 17, Caleb at 18, Bryce Young at 19, and Trevor Lawrence at 20. So yeah, these guys are in the last and final tier, not guys you're looking to start over these other 3 tiers, but these are guys that are totally fine to add to your roster, add to your team for depth in case if you need to use these quarterbacks for bye weeks or injuries.
There we go. Yeah, I like it, man. You want to keep it going, add on to it. You had 8 quarterbacks in this tier. It's a pretty big tier.
Yeah. Yeah, so then it's got Brock Purdy at 13, Drake May at 14, Dak Prescott's in at 15, and Matt Stafford at 16. So this rounds out tier 4.
There we go. Whoa, wait. Caleb under me? Mr. Concussion? Caleb under Mr. Concussion? What?
Under Mr. Concussion?
Williams done yet either, though, Damien. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
I think he's referring to Tua. Okay. I was like,
Tua's undefeated. You got Caleb at 12? Why? Just because all his weapons or what? Like, Tua 26. I'd put Bryce Young over to both of them, to be completely honest with you, if we want to get to what I would do. But I mean, I feel you see, I see what Caleb has around him. We'll get into this. We'll still talk about it. I like that. That's Jamie too. Sorry, that wasn't even Damien. Jamie, I got him at whoa, gosh.
Okay, yeah, Tua.
But we do see when Tua
of everybody else's rankings and their preferences. This is just what I came up with of what I feel for where I have them on my draft board. So
that's my fault. So I keep telling everybody to let us know where we got them ranked at, which is good. No, but I can see that. But I feel like Tua, man, when Tua's not concussed, he's undefeated pretty much. His team's at the top of the division, and all it takes is for him getting hurt. So I can see that, man. I like it.
Oh, thanks, Damien. He's got you on notice here. Said Dal Prescott.
Oh shoot, yeah, man. Who cares?
That's Dak's evil twin.
that's the cable version of Dak Prescott. Dow Prescott.
Yeah.
Hey, Damien, come be our
Damien. I appreciate keeping us in check here. We need that sometimes.
Right. Dow Prescott, I like
it. Yeah. These are all good guys. Regardless, these are all guys you should be rostering on your redraft teams, your redraft leagues.
Yeah, definitely, guys. You know, and especially like these are probably guys.
Do I hit up
floating around the waiver wire? You know what I mean? As you get into like,
I'd be happy to pair these guys up with if I go into one of these guys in tier 1 or tier 2, having them as my second quarterback to have. Totally. Or even if in your super flex leagues where you start 2 quarterbacks, these guys are awesome to have to play in that second quarterback slot on your on those leagues.
All right, moving on to tier 3. So that was 13 through 20, quite a big tier 4. Tier 3, not quite as big. So it looks like you only have about 4 quarterbacks in this tier. 11 through 12, CJ Stroud and Jared Goff at 12.
Yes, those are the bottom half of tier 3. They're, Yes, Jamie. Yes. Good point. So yeah, only 4 in tier 3 because I have tier 4 is a little bit wider.
I'm with it though.
wider, and tier 2 is a little bit wider too. Tier 3 is where this, like, I don't know. It's kind of like where the tier, like, up or tier drop comes from. Is like these guys can like move into tier 2 easily and could potentially drop down to tier 4 if their season does not go as well as their expectations or their performances dictate throughout the year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I like, it's kind of hard. The way I do it too is I first put them into tiers and then gauging them within each tier is where they're at. So with Bo Nix and Kyler Murray, they have that rush side, that rushing ability, which is always great for additional points for you guys at the quarterback position. Whereas CJ and Jared are both more stationary pocket passing quarterbacks, so they don't give you that mobility or that rushing upside that a Bo Nix or a Kyler Murray can provide for you on your teams.
Mm-hmm. I like it, especially Kyler Murray. Somebody tried to trade Kyler Murray to me the other day.
And how'd that go?
And well, I have McCarthy and Cam Ward, so I was like, I don't need them. It's a dynasty league.
Okay, so you're going with the young guns.
Yeah, it's a dynasty league. Well, I have Sam Darnold just in case, break glass in case of emergency.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Certainly. So that's tier 3 there. Tier 2 get to that's quarterbacks 8 through 4. Got Baker Mayfield, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts going 6 through 8, and then Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes 4 and 5. These guys are obviously highly drafted, highly touted quarterbacks for fantasy football and redraft, and looking to really carry your rosters if you take them early on in your drafts.
I'm good with everyone on that list except for Pat Mahomes. Let's move him down to 21.
Yeah.
As far as fantasy goes, he ain't getting you no points.
Ooh,
until he does.
Wow. Is that a good, like, is that around Kyler Murray's value at 105? I mean,
oof. Kyler Murray, I don't know. Because, okay, the 5th pick in the dynasty draft and rookie draft, right? Let me see if I can pull up my last rookie draft.
That was a dynasty? Is that what
I would imagine it was a dynasty. I don't know what else it would be.
Okay.
Let's see who.
Well, I mean, yeah, like I said, the rushing ability upside of him, the additional, another year with Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. It should be a good season for Kyler Murray if things all go well and they start having a little bit more cohesion and consistency on offense.
So yeah, I could see that. Pick 5 was Tetra McMillan.
Okay.
Would you take Kyler Murray?
Yeah, I would take Kyler Murray over Tet McMillan.
Yeah, the first 2 quarterbacks were, well, obviously Cam Ward. Yeah. So I take Kyler Murray. I don't know. It's just like I'm not trading. Yeah, But anyway, so yeah, and then you got Jalen Hurts at 8. It's crazy. You got the past 2 Super Bowl champions, on this tier right here, but both of them, kind of players that haven't won too many playoffs. Right.
Well, like with the Philadelphia offense, I still think that it's going to go through the running game primarily, in the opportunity or just the amount of pass attempts that Jalen Hurts is going to provide this season for fantasy football purposes is probably not as high as maybe a Baker Mayfield or Pat Mahomes or Joe Burrow, because they have that such great rushing offense and they still have the tush push, so they're effective in the running game, and it worked for them all last season. So I'm kind of under the mindset of like, it worked for them last season. Why would they change it? Why would they throw the ball more? Why would they stretch the field more? Why do that when Jalen Hurts rushing with his legs and doing the tush push stuff and having Saquon Barkley back there? I wouldn't like say it's like too much going to be a drop off from last year to this year, but for him, it just, if games are closer, I mean, that defense got better for Philadelphia, so they'll be able to keep more teams in check on offense on the other side of the ball. So if that's the case, more times than not, when you see teams running the ball effectively and controlling the game and playing with leads, they don't often have to throw the ball as much as teams that have worse defenses are playing from behind and having to rely on the passing attacks.
Yep.
But yeah, and like for Burrow's case, he's got they didn't improve the defense and they still have a subpar defense. So he's going to have to huck it and chuck it and keep the Cincinnati Bengals in games more. So it's like how you say here on the show, Ed, it's volume is king, opportunity is king. And when you got a quarterback who's off to throw 45, 50 times compared to a quarterback that might only have to throw 20, 30 times, the numbers have a little bit more variance and difference between each other. So that's the separation from one end of that tier spectrum to the other end of that tier spectrum. If that makes sense to you.
No, it does. It does for sure. Like you can see it. Like the more rushing, Jalen Hurts is going to get the points, but they're going to be more based off his legs, and he may drop some goose eggs, in the air. Whereas, as you move through this list and you kind of move more towards like precision passing, whereas Baker is kind of a good mix of the both of them, of Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts, right? Like he's going to get that, he has that wide receiver core where he's going to get it to his players. But he can also, tuck the ball and run too if he needs to, and he can throw wild too if he wants to. Justin Herbert is just kind of, all over the place. And then, yeah, you guys do know the top tier. You maybe don't know the order we have it in, but obviously you can tell. We're not gonna have, we're not putting, Shador Sanders and Cam Ward in tier one.
For redraft purposes, the rookies don't make that many of appearances on my rankings list. I just, if you guys haven't followed us from the start of the things, just the way I have my stuff going, I need more of like a show me, prove it kind of tier system for rookies. And I just don't give them their flowers right away before they even taken one NFL snap. So
where would you put a Cam Ward?
Their stripes, so
knowing that he's going to be starting.
I mean, tier 4 probably, just because of the passing weapons he has, the mid to average running game they have, and that defense isn't anything to hang your hat on. So it probably be, if I had to
around Dow
fit him in there.
I can see that.
Yeah, probably definitely like the second half, like the 17 through 20.
Ooh. Put him around Caleb Williams.
Just because he doesn't present anything for rushing ability either. So it's just, and just haven't seen him take a snap in the NFL yet.
Yeah, guys, don't forget, hit that like button. And you know what? Let's take a break.
Take a promo, and then you want to run us through your 4 through 20 before we get to the top tier list?
Or do you have one? About the same. Hey, man.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Let's ride.
Yeah, I didn't know how much of a trade-off or
yeah, because I was going to do a different list, and I was like, it's really not too much different, quite honestly. Okay. I kind of like where it falls, to be honest. Like,
is there someone on the list so far that is not on here that you would be open to switching on here for one of these guys, or what do you think?
Well, once I saw where Bo Nix was, I was like, okay, I'm good, but I guess
glad I got your blessing.
You could, I don't know, like, yeah, but that's also when no one really knew what he was doing and who he was either. That was his first couple years, and then I don't know.
I didn't realize it was that high of a finishes that he had, so that's definitely eye-opening for me. So that being the case, yeah, and I like the weapons that I like the weapons that Justin Fields has with Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson, and drafting a Mason Taylor this year. So I think comparatively to his time in Pittsburgh, for sure, in his last season in Chicago, I think Justin Fields could have a far better season than people anticipate or expect.
And I could see him right there too. I mean, yeah, he just falls right in.
He could catch you sleeping, so like he could easily make it on this QB tier. And then this is all at the beginning. This is also relative in fact of like before the season even starts. So everything changes once the season starts going along.
And I do see Fields as a better version of Kyler Murray.
I could totally, like, with Jamie's stats he brought up here and bringing that to my attention, I could be comfortable replacing Kyler Murray with Justin Fields on the list. I don't know about what you think, but
no, I wouldn't replace him, but I could see him
rankings. Yeah,
I wouldn't replace him, but I could see him falling. Around like between 9 and 12, right in there, along with those guys for sure. Definitely being around that top, 15 quarterback range, top 13, top 10, whatever it may be. I don't know necessarily going any higher than 10, no.
Yeah.
Because I do kind of, like I don't see, he has to show me, man. I don't see Justin Fields out dueling any of these guys in this list 4 through 8.
Yeah, I think that tier.
That's how I'm looking at it.
Outduel that one.
Yeah, like even I see maybe trying hard to outduel and throwing more interceptions, and that's what you don't want, right? Especially in fantasy football, that's points taken away when they're throwing interceptions. So, like,
if I had to put him in a tier, I could solidly put him comfortably in tier 3.
I could see that. Yeah, I like that for sure. And that's the whole point of the tiers, right? It's not necessarily ranking. It's not saying like, Bo Nix is better than Jared Goff. Just like any one of these quarterbacks in this tier, like, you know what I mean? You feel comfortable having in your starting lineup. I think that's kind of how I look at the tiers.
Certainly, that's a good perspective to look at it. Yeah.
But yeah, let's take this break really quick.
Cool.
We'll take a promo break really quick and we get through 1 through 3, and then we'll get back into it, guys. So keep rocking with us. Hit that like button, smash that share button, and please subscribe.
Thanks, Damien. Thanks, Jamie, for chiming in the chat, and thanks for tuning in with us, guys, and enjoy this promo.
My name is Anton Popoff, and this is my 6th year of college football. Training during the hottest times of the day is a recipe for muscle cramps, which is why electrolytes are so important. Hydration is crucial for my performance. Dragon Salt eliminates muscle cramps and boosts your overall energy level. Whether it's a weight room or field session, I fuel up with Dragon Salt beforehand. It's been a game changer for me, and it'll be a game changer for you.
Yes, sir. Get that Dragon Salt in, you guys. You need those electrolytes. Especially when you come on fantasy reports, because we talking trash. We're just telling you how it is all day. You know what I'm saying? We coming in and we shoving you, and we looking right at the ref while we do it. Because we don't care.
For sure.
We're just bringing the real for you. So real.
That's what it is. So we're going to make you famous.
Hey, almost famous. That's the
almost goal. Famous. Yeah, that's right.
Almost
that's
famous.
We're gonna make you almost famous.
Yeah, I mean, trying to get famous around these parts. Just want to talk sports with you guys, man. So, yeah, we got the rest of this list 1 through 3. Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, Jamie, you may know, but I mean, not everybody knows, right? Hopefully, there's some.
I'd like to see both Damien and Jamie's top 20 list. That'd be
right.
Intrigued to catch what they have for theirs for redraft purposes. Top 20 QB rankings for the 2025 season.
Don't come out here pulling Jalen Brunson, we don't want to call y'all chokes. Get them lists. Pull them receipts up.
Oh.
All right, so yeah,
NBA
1 through 3.
said, my goodness.
What was that other list they had? Hold on, where is that? They had Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield,
Okay.
Josh Allen, Bo Nix in the top 5.
Oh, this only goes to 14. Okay.
Yeah, this one went to 14. This was
Oh, and so to even further iterate what Jamie is saying, so they have Justin Fields at 9. Okay, so.
Drake May at 10.
Do you think you'll get outdueled by JJ McCarthy? Do you think you could, for this list, do you think McCarthy has the better season?
McCarthy about to turn some heads, man. We saw what happened with Sam Darnold last year with that same. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got quarterback proof in Justin Jefferson, and then you have freaking what's the second receiver? Joseph Adai or
There's
whatever.
Jordan Addison, there's Jalen Naylor. Also,
Jordan Addison's a beast in his own right too. He can stretch the field. So
they just drafted Ty Felton this year out of Maryland. So we'll see how that receiving core responds to JJ throwing him the ball. And they also got TJ Hawkinson over there too. So he's no slouch
your boy to a longer contract.
Which one?
Or extended your boy Aaron Jones.
Oh yeah,
so right, you know they got that running game on lock too. So I mean, gosh, like.
Okay. That'll be it. So I'm going to keep an eye on that all season long, the JJ McCarthy, Justin Fields thing, see who hits QB9 this year. It'll be interesting to keep track of that and run that information back to you guys by the end of the year.
Yeah, man. He just had a whole all year, you know, just to digest, and dang, the Pacers just smashing. I don't know if people thought the Pacers sucked. They're just coming through. The East might not. Let me get off basketball. Sorry, guys.
Well, you guys, you gotta check Seth and Jordan out over on the bus stop on Thursday. They'll get all into that.
Nah,
get all spicy for you.
But yeah, I mean, gosh, like it'll be interesting to see what JJ McCarthy does. Cause yeah, man, he had a whole all season just to get it right? You know what I'm saying? Like they probably got, you know, virtual reality training rooms for him to get in there and get reps. As a QB, is really just getting your reps in. You get your reps in, you can get live action in. You can go out and get live action with, like, you know, colleges, high schools. There's all types.
And he's got a good weapon on the sidelines for him too to bounce off of. It's having Kevin O'Connell as his head coach, so that definitely helps.
Yeah, man. So it'll be interesting to see. We just hadn't seen anything from him, but you know what? Bryce Young didn't come into his own until year 2, you know, and then, you know, Jaden Daniels popped in year 1. So hey,
there'll probably be some struggles there. You know, there'll be some growing pains, but by the end of the season, I think it should all be pulled together and maybe look like a good picture for him there for fantasy purposes.
Yeah, he still has to get, up to speed. But I could see something being. I like JJ McCarthy. As I said, I got him on my team too. So I have faith in him coming out and making some noise. But your top 3, so coming in at 3, your tier 1, Jaden Daniels.
Yes, sir. He had an amazing rookie campaign and a playoff run and almost leading his team to a potential Super Bowl berth. So he sits there at 3. In the tier 1 list, like you got to smash and probably go after him in the first or second round of your redraft leagues and get that quarterback and running back hybrid ability all in one, just like the guy at number 2 here, Lamar Jackson. And he gives you that high-end rushing upside and running TDs compiled with some good, solid, consistent passing attack stats. It's a recipe
from the Tim Tebow tree, right? This whole tier is just from the Tim Tebow tree, right? Or nah?
In what sense, the Tebow tree?
You know, just that two-way player, man. They're gonna pull it down and run you over, and then they're gonna motivate the heck out of you.
And I think they're gonna have really great seasons too. I think they'll be playing for try to get to the bowl again this year.
No, you don't, Jamie. You don't know how we got it. You don't know who the next one is.
Yeah, he knows what's
right.
Up.
because I was about to say we hadn't even seen JJ McCarthy in this list. You don't know. We could have Justin Fields right here for all you know. You don't know.
My god, that would be a ghost pepper level spicy take right there. I'll tell you that much. But no, for all real, we have number one here on my NFL QB tiers list. So this is mine. I won't set it into this whole thing. This is my top.
Yeah, I put Lamar Jackson.
I have Josh Allen at 1. So
yeah,
that's how I have it all rounded out. I just see him being again just the Superman of the quarterback position, just being the pedigree,
Oh, I'm just going through the list. You can keep going.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't want to.
I don't know. I just randomly clicked on it. I was like, oh, yeah.
No, it's all good. I just got distracted a little bit.
I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm just all in my head.
It's all good. It was like a little Ron Burgundy moment where I was about to.
We're going to put Aaron Rodgers at 1, but he didn't want to sign with the Saints or the Steelers or the Giants or any of those quarterback needy teams. He wants to wait for a team to beg him to come.
Yeah, that'll be. I don't know. The saga continues. We keep giving him the attention and the, spotlight.
Yeah.
Well, it will remain to be seen if he even plays this year. But no, guys, that's my top 20 QB rankings for redraft purposes and fantasy football for this year. So I liked everyone's input and constructive criticism on the rankings list and the tier. And it's always nice to see different perspectives and different ideas when it comes to where we each have these quarterbacks in our own rankings and how we feel about them going into the season. Because we can have our ideas, we can have our projections, but at the end of the day, once the season gets started, oh man, how sad you got to be if you ended up getting that man's rookie jersey or rookie cards or whatever. He just kind of disappeared. He didn't make any of us regretting taking other quarterbacks over him because he gone.
At all. He made that statement though. It was a cool statement. It's like, bro, you got spun.
Certainly said. So what do we got next cooking up here on the episode? We were switching gears.
Yeah, I'm being summoned, it feels like.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Do we need to cut to a quick promo?
Yeah, let's take a promo real quick.
Yep. You're getting summoned.
I like this, though. Spicy. He is not starting it. Well, and Malik.
You never know.
Quarterback.
You never know.
But I put him down there with I put him
like a pancake and flip, and they pull the court because you got to feel that Dable and those guys are playing for their jobs or coaching for their jobs this year.
Yeah. Well, you would hope so. They should be coaching for their jobs every year. Shoot.
And I think with his rushing upside and neighbors, I probably have him comfortably into the top, into the tier 3. I'd certainly have him above Cam Ward and all the other rookie quarterbacks that were drafted. That is for sure.
Yeah.
But we'll cut to this promo here. So on the flip side of that, we'll what do we get into after that?
We'll get into your team build.
Oh, yeah, we have a little interactive moment on the show tonight, guys. So if you haven't already done it on the Discord or the Facebook group or whatever, you can chime in here with us on chat, and we'll do our roster construction here with a dollar amount and run through what we came up with and how we got there. So stick around with us and check it out.
There we go.
On the other side of this promo.
That's money. That's cash out.
All right, guys.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yes, welcome back. So, what do we say? We talk our fantasy dream team build.
It's our build your own offense with X amount of dollars. And under this build your own offense edition, it's with $20. There is 5 tiers from $5 to $1. And within each tier, there's 5 players you can choose from, one at each position. So what you're trying to do here is build a quarterback, running back, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and an offensive lineman. Caveat is you only have $20 to work with, so you have to take the players out of this pool and come up with a cumulative total of $20 in building a starting offense with those players. Said, who do you got first?
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my
build us your offense for $20. Who you starting?
Yeah, man. So
which offensive line are you taking? So we can keep
direction to go in. Which offensive line? I'm gonna go with my Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay, so we'll start you off at $3 for Sed. So Sed's got Bucks offense for $3. Bucks $3. So you got $17 more to work with, Sed. I will go with the Detroit Lions as my offensive line, so that'll put me at a whopping $5 right off the bat. Said quarterback. Next one up. Where are you going with your quarterback?
Hold on. Let me put this on here. So it's 5 for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, right. 5 for the Detroit Lions.
So I got $3 for my line. For my QB, man, come on. I'm going to have to go Joey B.
All right, Joe Burrow. You got Burrow there. That's another $4 for Said. So what are you thinking there? You got Bucks offensive line. You got Joe Burrow. You think he's going to sling it and wing it like he does over there at the Bengals offensive line? Or do you think you have a little bit better of a season with those guys rocking in front of him?
Well, I just think with that, offensive line is a little better over here at Tampa Bay. Much better than the Bengals offensive line. And
well, I'm going good Bill shopping set here with my quarterback, and I'm going Richardson for $1. Give me Richardson behind that offensive line.
Richardson.
Yeah, I feel with an offensive line like the Detroit Lions, they can protect pretty much anybody and keep them upright, even a Caleb Williams. So I think having that better offensive line there at Detroit, Anthony Richardson will have enough time and protection and capability to process the game a little bit better and have a more effective season for fantasy purposes if this were to be a realistically built offense. So now for your first wide receiver set, where are you going with your wide receiver one? You're at $7 total, by the way. $7.
$7 already.
We got 13 to work with.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for wide receiver one. I'm gonna go Jamar Chase.
All right, going big money.
Yeah,
I can't say I disagree with you because I'm going to stay in that same tier, and I'm going to go Justin Jefferson as my wide receiver one.
Right, you have to one or the other. I just figured they already got the connection.
So that is smart. Yeah. And the way you do it, so I'm sitting at $11 and you're sitting at $12. So you got $8 to play with here. And what's your second wide receiver you're going to be rocking with?
Yeah, so then
I'll let you catch up with the little tally there on the chat so we can keep track, keep things flowing.
Yeah, so my second wide receiver. Yeah, I figured with this one, I was like, well, I'm pretty solid right there, man. But I'm gonna go Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Williams for $3. Williams for $3.
So I got speed
right,
on both
so you
sides,
got-
man.
Nice. So for my wide receiver too, let's call it ditto, man. I'm going Jameson Williams as well for $3. Jameson Williams for $3.
Go wrong with that. We see
He's got that big explosive capability, and he's having for you having Joe Burrow thrown his way, you can probably find some holes in the defense there with all that coverage that Chase will be getting. And then for me, if by chance Anthony Richardson overthrows a Justin Jefferson, you got Jameson Williams back there to pick up the pieces on whatever under overthrow that or inaccuracies Anthony Richardson may have. So total tally after we have an O-line, QB, running back, and 2 wide receivers, looks like you're sitting at $15 said, it looks like, and I am sitting at $14. So you have $5 to play with. You need a tight end here, said.
Yeah, so far on my team, I got the Buccaneers offensive line. I have Joe Burrow as my quarterback. Jamar Chase is wide receiver 1, and Jameson Williams as wide receiver 2. You said tight end. Oh man, easy. I'm gonna go McBride.
Going Trey McBride,
man. Come on, dude.
All right, McBride for $3.
Oh wait, hold on.
What?
I still gotta do my running back, huh?
We'll do it. We'll get there. I'll just get my tight end down here too, because I'm gonna follow the same route. I'm gonna go Trey McBride as well. So we both back to back having Trey McBride and Williams selected. So with our final remaining spot, said you want to start us off with the running back. Who you going with? Keep in mind you have a total of $2 left to work
I know.
with.
That's why I was like, do we have to have a wide receiver from each row? No, you could do whatever team you want, Jamie. That's the job.
Yeah.
Team you want.
Any caveat? It's just you have to have a total of $20 totals. That's the salary cap spent for your players. So, for example, said sitting at here at $18 currently.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold on. I wanna back it up a little bit.
Back it up. Okay. I'll get the erasers out. What are we doing?
What are we doing? We are changing.
That's testing free agency here. He's shopping some guys out.
All right.
Swapping, said.
We're gonna chop out the Buccaneers offensive line.
Ooh, you're downgrading. Where are you going?
We're gonna downgrade to the Bengals offensive line because we already know Joey B can sling it.
We got a lot of Bengals here, said. Are you got an affinity for the Bengals outside of your Broncos, or what's going on here?
It is pretty much the Cincinnati Broncos, but
they got the same colors almost. So if you switch from the Bucks to the Bengals, that leaves you 5
with
10,
$4.
16. You got $4 left, man. What are you rolling with? What are you running behind that line, said?
I'm gonna take Jameson Williams off.
Oh, another swap. All right, so
I'm gonna take Jameson Williams off and replace him with Jerry Jeudy.
Oh, it's smart. Okay, Jeudy.
Dang.
So Jeudy $2.
So what's my team now?
So that leaves
I got
you
the
with,
Bengals line.
That's $1.
Yeah, so
Burrow
I got
is 5, 10, 12, 15. You got $5 to work with.
I know, and I'm gonna slap it on Saquon Barkley.
Damn, look at that. We got there.
That's the squad.
We had to just make some moves, but we got there.
Right? Hold on. Let me
Said, run us through your full team for $20. Said has bought.
Go ahead.
So for $20, Said has bought the Bengals offensive line, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Jerry Jeudy, Trey McBride, and Saquon Barkley, and that forms his Cincinnati Seds.
Well, there's no Broncos on this list.
That is true. That is true. They did not have that for you there. So for my final spot for running back, I have currently I'm sitting at 11, $17. I want to throw in one of your Bengals and put Chase Brown as my running back for $3. So for my team, I'm running with the Detroit Lions offensive line with Anthony Richardson as my quarterback, Chase Brown, my running back. My wide receivers are Jefferson and Williams. And then to round it all off in my tight end spot, taking Sed's idea, and I'm going with Trey McBride for $20. Which lineup do you guys prefer more? Which one do you like? And let us know your $20 lineup. I'd be interested to see what you guys cooked up there. I thought this would be a fun little variation of the question of the week, a little fun activity to do, something to get you guys involved, and also pick your brains a little on how you guys would build your own little rosters for what that may be. And also giving some love to the offensive lines, because you don't really see it that much often building teams, is that offensive line.
What was your team again?
So I had
Detroit Lions.
I had Detroit Lions offensive line. And then I went to the opposite side and went to Anthony Richardson as my quarterback.
All right.
But then I went all the way back up, and I got Justin Jefferson. And then I spent somewhere in the middle and took Jameson Williams and Chase Brown as my $3 bids, and then stayed over there and had McBride as my tight end.
All right. So, yeah, you can't go wrong with Trey McBride, but Anthony Richardson, quarterback, Justin Jefferson, Jameson Williams, Chase Brown, and Trey McBride. That's a solid lineup. I
feel like any of those guys can catch a ball from Anthony Richardson if he gets it there. So
if he gets it there, that's the only thing. If he has to get
I'm really risking it with my quarterback set. I know you're oh man. Said you got great Cincinnati Seds over there doing work.
Hey. They look like this.
oh man. Oh. You're missing something. Is lineup wrapped in bubble wrap?
Hey, bro. Fire.
Oh no, what are you doing? Save this for the bus stop. You're gonna get me all wound up. I gotta save that energy for the bus stop and blow up your guys' feed.
Offensive line doesn't matter if Anthony Richardson only completes 50%. Hey, 50%, that's half of it, man. If that 50% goes to Justin Jefferson, that's like 25% to get a touchdown.
Yeah, it's like our D20 over here, just rolling the dice. Sometimes you hit 2s, other times you hit a 20. You never know. That's the risk you take. You know? Man.
There we go.
And I got the rushing upside. So if you can't, throw the ball, at least maybe I can get, some rushing.
Chase Brown's a beast, dude. He's gonna get you some yards for sure.
Get those dump offs, get those short yardages. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll have a great year for fantasy too this year. They only drafted a guy like the 6th round, that Taj Brooks guy, so he has no real competition there in the backfield. And if Gesicki, Higgins, and Chase are all covered there, you just see Joe Burrow throwing the dump offs, short yard, close to the line of scrimmage game. Wow, that's cool how we were able to come up with the teams we did for only $20. How that value breakdown and everything. So if you guys like that, we can probably try to keep rolling that out here throughout the fantasy report season this season, and pick your guys' brains and have a little fun with it. That's the idea. As much as we dive deep in our serious rankings and whatnot here, we'll also have a little fun with it too, to keep you entertained and keep the experience positive around here.
Mm-hmm. That's the goal. Keep it positive, guys. Yeah, and then only thing. So what do you guys think?
I cut it to a promo here, and we'll get into the last segment.
See Jamie's team. So
here you go. Jamie's team. Let's see if you guys think. All right, so he's got Burrow for $4, Chase for $5. That's $9. So Judy for $3. That's $12. Barkley for $5. That's $17. Kelsey for $2, and then the Patriots. So that's is that 20? So Patriots is 2, Kelsey's 2. That's 4. Barkley's 9. Judy's 12. Chase is 17.
15.
And Burrow is 4. Oh, that's 21, Jamie, unfortunately.
Well, Chase, well, Patriots and Kelsey, so that's 4. And then Barkley, that's 9. And then
Patriots
Judy
are 2. Kelsey is 2. Yeah.
So 9. And then 11.
Judy is 3. He's good. He's good.
And then 13.
Gosh, we can't count on the fly.
14. Wait.
So we're good. So
18?
Patriots, Judy, and Kelsey are $6.
So
Chase
and
is
Burrow,
5.
Chase and Burrow $7. And then Judy, Kelsey, and Patriots.
No, Chase and Burrow is $9.
No, Burrow's 4 and Chase is
5, so that's 9. And then
I was
with
thinking
Kelsey,
Chase
Judy,
Brown.
and the Patriots at 6 is at 15. No, he's got it. That works.
Yeah,
he got there.
Chase Brown.
Hey,
God.
my wife's the one with the math degree said, so don't.
Change Judy to Diggs.
Nah, you're good, Jamie. There, it all counted out there. We just it took us a while getting there.
Yeah, man. Come on, we're trying.
That's a nice lineup. I like that, Jamie. That's nice. Ooh, Damien's okay. Damien's here. We got Stafford for 2, Saquon for 5. That's 7. Ridley.
Ooh,
2, that's 9. Jefferson. Okay. 14. Kelsey. 2.
Ooh, Ridley and Jefferson. That's a
damn
lineup.
That's a
Kelsey.
That's a spicy team
With the Eagles' offensive line. Ooh,
yeah.
Come on, man. Stafford throwing for like 9,000 yards that season. I think.
If he my God, if he has the Kelsey. Eagles' offensive line, he's cooking. That man's throwing like a 28-year-old, not a 36-year-old. I'll tell you that much.
They're sleepwalking into the Super Bowl.
Yeah, for real. Holy crap! Man. Pull up Damien's again. That was wild.
Come on, man. Stafford, Saquon Barkley, Calvin Ridley, Justin Jefferson, Travis Kelsey, and the Eagles' offensive line.
Because you just need remotely like 21 Travis Kelsey at least, and you're cooking. Wow. Yeah. I think he played us, said. I think he just I don't know. We got good teams, but
dang. So
yeah.
I don't know. Burrow, Chase, Judy, Barkley. This is pretty solid lineup too, right here. It's pretty deadly.
Yeah,
too.
I've seen a theme here of these Bengals. They're all over the place.
Yeah, because they get points, bro, in fantasy football. That's what you want. You want points. I don't care.
Yeah. Let's
Anthony Richardson.
I'm surprised. No one took Allen. No one took Bowers.
They cost too much money. No one cares about no one cares about that. I was looking at a lineup with Bowers.
Unlike the NFL, our salary cap here on Fantasy Reports actually exists. So the $20, you get $20. You're not getting bailed out here.
So I do a lineup. I do Allen, Bowers.
Okay, let's see your Allen lineup. I want to hear your Allen lineup.
Do Allen, Bowers.
Okay, that's 5.
That's 5.
Wait, so you got Allen and Bowers.
Yeah, actually, Allen, Bowers, Buccaneers. What was that? 13.
Okay. Yep.
Nah. Allen, Bowers, Eagles.
Ooh.
So that's 14.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones.
So you got Aaron Jones? Okay.
Yeah. What was that?
No, you still need your wide receivers.
Yeah.
And you have $4 to play with.
$4 to play with, and all I need is wide receivers.
Yep.
Dang. I'm gonna go George Pickens. And
you got $1, homie.
Huh? Oh, $1? George Pickens and DeAndre Hopkins.
All right. See, that's not a bad one, too. A little top heavy there, but towards the end, you're really playing the rolling the dice.
Well, I'm saying that line is going to imagine Josh Allen doing a tush push behind that line. Come on.
Yeah, so the brilliance with this
for 30
yards too is just like thinking of like what kind of fantasy season these guys could have if they had this situation with their lineups. Like if how you said Allen was throwing to Hopkins and who did you say, Pickens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be
Hopkins. Look, Allen was throwing it to anybody last season, man.
I know his wide receivers outside of Khalil Shakir, I think he was really struggling for pass catch. I mean, Matt Collins had his games too. He really helped me on a weekend for a DFS play. What the hell is that?
Oh,
what is?
It's the Denver Nuggets rap lineup.
Oh, okay. I was like,
it's the Nuggets as rappers. Or
you gotta show Jordan this on Thursday.
Oh, we did. We already talked.
Oh, you did?
I thought it'd be helpful for the mood. Jordan's right here watching TikTok.
So I must have bugged out before that popped up.
That would be cool to get a little laughing. Nah, but
all right. Do you want to see Jamie's?
We got another list.
Jamie's Allen lineup here. Okay, so
yeah.
We got that's five.
We got Allen, Jefferson, Chase,
$15,
Bowers, and then just play without a line or running back.
Don't play a running back.
Bro, Allen is not Joe Burrow. Josh Allen gonna try to run the ball. He ain't gonna try to throw the ball. Yeah.
All right, Seth. That's without a hot take.
Line. How's he gonna even? He's gonna try to. Josh Allen's gonna have 8,000 rushing yards.
How is he gonna run with no line? Said they got no running back there. Oh snap! He's here. The man, the myth, the legend.
There we go.
Another half the bus stop. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Jordan, give us your
without a line. Yeah, you'll have to run.
So Jordan can do his
it'll be like old school. It'll be like old school street football. You know what I mean? They got to count 10 Mississippi first. So you get like 10 Mississippi. So we see
get those scraped knees on the asphalt.
Yeah, man. Just get Jefferson and Chase and Bowers just flying down the field, throw it up.
Just hug it. Chuck it. Football.
Chuck it. Football. Man, I'm here for that.
I'm surprised none of us here took well, maybe Jordan might with his list here, if you throw that back up there. If I could do it over again, I think I would I'd make some changes because I'm surprised that no one took Neighbors or Thomas at all, or Bijan.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like that's a good tier right there.
No, it just costs too much money, man. You ain't caring about
it. Too expensive.
Yeah.
The Jerry Jones effect.
Okay, look at this. So, all right. So
I can build a team with those three on it. I'd go Bijan, Neighbors, and Thomas. So that's $12.
Okay, that's 12.
And then I'll go with the so Patriots 12. Offensive line. So that's $2.
So that's 14.
And then I'll go with Dak Prescott as my QB and Dalton Kincaid as my tight end. There's $20 right there. Boom.
Yeah, but that's a boring lineup.
So Dak Prescott, but that's a sad lineup.
Kincaid, Patriots, Robinson, Neighbors, and Thomas. So you see what Dak does already with CeeDee Lamb, and
I'm curious what you guys think how Dak Prescott's season is going to be here now with George Pickens in town and coming back off of injury.
He just made that lineup. He just put that lineup together that you just put together.
Yeah. Goddamn right.
Lamb and Pickens, they're like, we got $20. What can we do?
What can we do?
So,
I have a live episode question of the week here. Who has a better season coming off of injury, Jamie, before you go? Dak Prescott or JJ McCarthy?
Well, we'll see whoever wins comeback player of the year.
Which one?
JJ McCarthy.
You going JJ McCarthy? I think yeah. Probably JJ. I'm going I'll probably go Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott.
Thanks for throwing that question up there in the chat, guys. Want to hear your answers too. Thanks, Jamie, for tuning in. Have a great night. Sleep well, and we like your take there with JJ McCarthy. But we got Jordan's. Okay. So he's got Burrow for 4.
Burrow, Barkley, Jameson Williams, Jamar Chase, Travis Kelce.
Ooh, he took Kelce too, and the Bengals off it. Damn.
Exactly, man. Burrow been throwing behind that crappy offensive line this whole time. In real life. He's like,
that's a good lineup too.
Peace, Jamie. Thanks for joining us.
Peace.
Bro. Always fun having you on, man. Come back whenever.
And Damien too. I appreciate him chiming in and hopping on with this. He's always great. I love him.
Watch fantasy reports on Shady Sports Network, guys. Go over to YouTube. Watch fantasy reports. Oh no, let's see. So Jordan's team.
Okay, this is fun.
Burrow, Barkley, Williams. Gosh, come on, you got Barkley busting it up the hole. Williams is gonna be the rug burner. Jamar Chase is. Come on, I like this lineup because Kelce's always there.
So do you like it? Days. Okay, so that's his lineup. This is your lineup. You also had the Bengals. Mm-hmm. You also had Burrow. Mm-hmm. You also had Barkley.
Yeah,
but
I had
Judy, McBride.
I like Trey McBride over Kelce.
Difference. Yeah,
I like McBride over Kelce.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
See, yeah, that's awesome.
Dang. The water boy
might be right too. Who knows? There might be another person.
My mama said, "Alligator so ornery."
Bobby Boucher's gonna outperform both those guys this year.
Well, that's the story of my life. No respect. No respect.
No respect. No respect. I gotta get
guys, thanks for chiming in and helping us out with this segment we're trying out, guys. We got some stuff cooking up behind the scenes here that me and Seth are working on, fine-tuning, polishing off, and we could potentially get introduced to you guys at some point down the road as the season approaches. But that's all I had prepared for tonight, Seth, unless if you want to go through any NFL news or updates or anything exciting. That's all I got for you tonight.
Shoot, man. Really not much. So we just got this list. Let's do.
What am I talking about? Yeah, I came up with the
receiver list.
The way it's broken down is it's by
routes. So the top receivers per route.
Thanks for finding the words for me. So this is like the best players by routes for the 2024 season. It's just something good and fun to look at. I threw it up there on our socials in the Discord and on the Facebook group, but something for you to tangibly look at. Oh yeah, hit that up. Hit him, Seth. Get him with it.
Yeah, man. Keep it going. Keep it going. Shane Falco. Dude. Hold on now. We're going Waterboy and Shane Falco.
Favorite sports movie of all time. I love that movie.
What? I'm going Uncle Rico. Come on now.
Oh,
nah. You know what? Not even. Not even.
Who are you going over? Who's Uncle Rico? Who are you doing?
Hold on. Let me get his name.
He's gonna dig. So while it says digging for that, but yeah. So this list that we have compiled up by the 30. Give credit to the 33rd team, but they came out with this 2024 receiving yard leaders by route type. So by each route, they compiled the stats for each leader by route for fantasy football or just NFL stats in general for that year, last year. But said before we get into that, who's this? Not Uncle Rico, not Shane Falco, not Waterboy.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble.
Joe Montana.
Yeah, no. I know why I'm all looking at it. Looking up the
thing. You're all over the place.
Trying to find a good picture of it to put up in here.
Uncle Rico.
But no, Uncle Rico's a pretty good one too.
It's a good one. What picture you got up here? What do you got cooking? I'm curious now. What are you thinking about?
Come
on,
this
is the guy that you'd pick over Dak or JJ McCarthy?
Yeah, I guess I can't find a good picture of him as a. Oh wait, well,
Hopefully it's not blurred out or anything.
Right. Hopefully, trying to. There we go. Oh, boo! I'll just do it like this. Come on, I just feel like this is just one of the better quarterbacks. If you're gonna talk quarterbacks,
just the extended drum roll just going on in my head right now. Just here we go. What has he got cooking? Who's his
Al Bundy?
Oh my God! Get him off the couch,
bro. He won the state championship in high school.
What year was it? Do you remember?
Oh, I don't remember. What year was it? What year did Al Bundy win the state championship?
Help us out, guys.
Where's Mike when you need him? This is some important stats right here. We need this.
Oh, I love it. Thanks, J Max.
He had 4 touchdowns. He scored 4 touchdowns in a single game of high school football and often said to be the highlight of his life. 1966 city championship game. His team, the Polk High School, had been down by 3 touchdowns. Yeah.
Man. They don't make quarterbacks like that anymore, Seth.
Oh, see, Jordan knew. He knew.
He knows.
Polk High's finest. He was. Hey, 4 touchdowns, and you don't see that, man, in high school football too much. That's solid. Uncle Rico. What was Uncle Rico's stats?
It's awesome. We should break it down some point. All these fictional quarterbacks and their stats.
I am down with that to do a fictional quarterback ranking.
Come up with a fantasy team based off of fictional characters. That'd be awesome.
Oh shoot, hold on, because then you'd have to put oh man, Uncle Rico. Oh, come on, show me Cal Orton's stats. I can't find.
Bus got no breaks tonight. Said we're all.
Hold on, one more quarterback then.
One more. He did throw it over the Rocky Mountains once. Could have won that state championship.
And then
just put him in the game.
Come on, man. If we're talking quarterbacks. Oh gosh.
I'm curious who you're cooking up because I can't think of any other ones.
This guy, man. Willie Steeman Beeman from Any Given Sunday.
Did he ever say his stats or?
Oh,
in the movie,
Uncle Rico stat. Oh, Willie Beeman
no.
stats. I don't think they ever said his stats, bro.
No.
Come on, I'll give you a list of. I'll give you
that sets homework for next Sunday, guys. He's gonna come up with a whole
right. What was Adam Sandler's quarterback from The Longest Yard?
Oh, now you're gonna have to make me rewatch these movies.
I'm pretty sure Sam put up a advertisement for some penitentiary football team. Oh man, come on!
I wouldn't put it past
Paul Crew.
No,
come on! Paul Crew for The Longest Yard, right? Who's Paul Crew? Or is that the replacements?
Yeah,
The Longest Yard. Paul Crew.
If I saw a picture, I would know. But I don't remember.
Hey, Static's on it. You on point, bro? Come on.
Yeah.
Who was the QB from the replacements? Keanu Reeves.
Speed. This episode's got full circle.
Shane Falco.
He was the quarterback on the speed bus.
That's Shane Falco. Yeah. So come on. Oh man. Yeah, we could put together top next week. We'll have.
No, you are. I want to hear yours.
All right, I'll put together my top 10 list of fictional quarterbacks. Cause I'm saying, dang, what's old boy from Friday Night Lights? Dude was a beast. Didn't he like break his leg and like come in? Oh no, it's Tim Tebow. He played with a broken forearm and his high school state championships.
I'm really gonna have to dig. You blindsided me with this information. I'm gonna have to like dive deep into it and maybe. Okay, yep. You're coming in on with us on next episode Sunday. You're coming on. We're gonna have
Sunday.
our fictional
top 10. No, maybe even 15. I think we can get like 15.
Can we get 15?
I'm trying to think who else could I put in there, man.
How about 12? Let's cut it in half.
As long as they had a snap. All they need is one
as
snap.
Long as they had a snap. It doesn't involve one of their legs or an arm.
Because
so you want to do 12?
It could be TV, movie, a fictional quarterback. I don't care. Fictional.
Oh yes, it has to be. It can't be a real. Yeah, not real.
What about Willie Beeman's the best quarterback ever, bro. Real or fictional.
This will be fun. I look forward to it, Jordan. We got to hold him to it. Said.
Yeah, because I mean, like, who was it? Like Dan Marino played himself in Ace Ventura.
Yeah, in Ace Ventura.
I'm Pet Detective. So I mean, like, that's fictional too. Like you could still, if you want it, however you want to do it.
Yeah, you get the parameters set up, and we'll get this thing going for next Sunday. This sounds wild. And Chad, if you want to join in too and put yours in the groups before, oh hell yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a wild episode.
Yeah. Fictional QB next Sunday. Sunday. All right. So back on track. All right. So
yeah, you're the bus driver, man.
I'll wind it down.
Back on the road.
Yeah. So next Sunday we'll be talking to top 10 fictional quarterbacks. So
super fun episode, guys.
Get your list in on Shady Sports Network, guys. Top 10 fictional quarterbacks. Those of you on TikTok watching.
Share with your friends. Share with your coworkers. Share with your family. Get us out there. We want to see their list. I want to see your list. I want to see everybody's list on our socials and on the chat on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Do it. It's okay. Just do it. But yeah,
before we get out of here, do you want to throw up
this
little
list,
nugget?
this wide receiver list?
Yeah.
So we have.
I thought it was pretty cool breakdown. I had no idea, but I love one of the routes that's on there.
Mm-hmm. So Justin found this list.
Man, I'm a nerd.
Broken down the wide receivers by route. So 2024 leaders.
Yeah, run us through it, sir.
Leaders by route. So like you got the go route, Scary Terry McLaurin, 94 yards.
384.
84 yards. 384 yards. All right. So he was the 2024 receiving yard leader for the go route.
He was the go route king.
Where you just go.
Essentially.
Jaden Daniels, pride and joy. We'll see how that'll be this year with Debo over there. See if that changes. But I think that may even stay the same, if not get better, right? Because they just added another element.
It's got to get better. Another year under the belt for Jaden,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting, too. I was going to say you don't see the same receiver twice, but then you see Jamar Chase on the out route and the hitch and comeback route. So on the out route, he had 357 yards. And then on the hitch comeback routes, he had 343 yards. And which you could see that
343. Damn.
That's what you need when you have a crappy offensive line, right?
That makes him special. Why he's worth the $5 in your roster construction. You got to put him in your lineups, man.
Because you got to get that ball to him fast. And so you're doing routes where he's going to
spend that $5 right there.
Right? He has to be able to break away. So either take it to the sideline when you're at the end of the game and you're trying to play catch up or something, or when you're just going down the field and he's just trying to get that, create that separation. So he's going to come.
Do you think he can top these numbers next year, or do you think he gets up to this?
Level? I feel like
again with
just like we're seeing this, defensive coordinators are probably seeing this too, and they're probably cornerbacks are seeing this and they're seeing tape on that too. So maybe, but I also see a lot more cornerbacks.
I think if T. Higgins is healthy all year, probably not, because remember T. Higgins was out for a good.
Well, he actually had better stats when T. Higgins was in. Because
really?
Yeah, because
I'd like to see that
focus on T. Higgins too. So I feel like
that makes sense.
He actually did better when T. Higgins was in than when T. Higgins was out. Anyway, you got slant routes. AJ Brown, 219 yards.
The slant route king, man.
Slant route king. End routes, your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown, 325 yards on the end route. So that's just
first down king. You need a first down get to that man.
Yeah, just going right inside, getting the dirty work done, man, which is what we grown accustomed to from Amon-Ra. I feel like he was the guy that got in there in the trenches whenever they needed him down and dirty down.
And the one I like the most on this list said, we don't get much talk about him because it's that kind of season he had, but the Marvin Harrison Jr. with the crossing routes, like I find that fascinating for how quiet of a season he had for fantasy. He quietly became the crossing routes king with 303 yards. So
303
Kyler
yards.
Murray
You
was
see
finding
that,
them at some point.
Yeah, and you could see having to use that to get him open, right? Because I feel like he wasn't necessarily like the best route runner. And Arizona didn't necessarily have that many other weapons besides Trey McBride. So, teams could just sit there and play in the zone. And how do you bust that zone open? You just have them cross over the field underneath, maybe one of those other guys.
I honestly think if Kyler takes a full healthy season and, they get more chemistry, more reps together, I think he could top these numbers from this list next year. I think he could get over 300 yards in the crossing routes easily.
Yeah, I mean, with that being, you see that being his route, it seems that seems to be in that, and that's with them developing a little bit more chemistry. Last year was really trying to work to make sure he got the ball. Teams are going to have to focus in on Trey McBride a bit more too, right? So, yeah, I can see him even maybe jumping on one of these other routes on this list.
True, because Chase got 2 of them, so yeah. Which other one do you think he could get? Like, I think it'd probably maybe be the go routes.
I could see the out routes, especially if he has a change up from the crossing route. Taking it to the outside instead of going across the field, because you may start seeing, those linebackers starting to play maybe a little bit more zone in the middle, or start seeing that safety creep up to the middle and watch those crossing routes a bit more. So I could see him probably going maybe towards the sidelines and trying to maybe create some separation that way as well too. And didn't Arizona pick up a receiver? Oh no.
If they did, it was later rounds. I don't recall.
I'll have to check and see.
Yeah. But before I get to my next question I have for you, let's get to Jordan's here with Travis Hunter. Do you think he lands on this list next year?
I could see Travis Hunter being like on like the screen routes.
Yes, I could see him
slant routes in the post.
I can see him landing on the screen routes or the slant routes for sure. I can see him landing in 2 of these categories on this list.
But you saw him.
That's under the impression that he plays at least 50% of the snaps on offense next year.
But how many times did we see Travis Hunter on a comeback route last year catching the ball with one hand with a receiver hanging off his helmet? Do you think he could catch the ball?
Do you think he could outplay Jamar Chase there at the comeback routes? That's a tall order to expect for him.
I don't know, because even in college, he wasn't. It wasn't like he was like the top receiver. He was probably in like the top 15 to 20 range in the receiver. So that's not outplaying Jamar Chase in the comeback routes. And Jamar Chase is playing a full game as a receiver.
True.
Right? Travis Hunter is not playing a full game as a receiver. Even if he is playing a full game, a starter, so to speak, on the offensive side, he's not going to be on every single 100% plays on the offensive side. And even if he is, he's not going to be 100% of the offensive focus having Brian Thomas Jr. over there. You know what I'm saying? He's not even going to be the number 1 receiver on his team.
Because if you look at the slant routes and the screen routes, said like 219 yards, like if he plays a full 17 games at least half the snaps, I think he can easily top A.J. Brown's and James Conner's numbers on this list next year. Because 219 and 200, for both of those, I think he can do that. What do you think?
I think he can get over 200 yards on at least one of those.
I think it'll be really hard to usurp Jamar Chase with the comeback routes. Unless
plus Jamar Chase has Joe Burrow throwing to him, maybe, and then James Conner in that screen, maybe because James Conner won't be taking as many screen passes as much, right? You're going to see a Marvin Harrison eating up a lot of those passes. You're going to see a Trey McBride eating up a lot of those passes. James Conner probably, quite honestly, won't even be starting that much as running back that much this season. So it'll be interesting to see how much he even plays to end up on this list. So I could see, definitely a new person in that spot. I don't know necessarily if it'll be Travis Hunter, but I could see Travis Hunter ending up right there.
Do you think if I'm just saying it just as a barometer, though I'm not like expected, but if he plays at least 50% of snaps, where do you think Travis Hunter lands and like at the end of the year for fantasy as far as like wide receiver? Is he like a wide receiver 2?
Travis Hunter?
Like is he in the top 20 or
that's gonna be
top 20
interesting
receiver?
Because it depends. So okay, we're looking at redraft PPR, right? So points per reception.
Because have you been doing any redraft? Like I haven't done any redraft leagues yet. But
I haven't either. I don't know.
Where would you draft him? Like, I'm curious to know where people are drafting Travis Hunter.
I'm probably cuffing Travis Hunter, quite honestly. Just like late draft pick, maybe seeing if he pops off.
Like one of your bench wide receivers, you're not drafting to be one of your starters?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Jordan, knowing that,
do you think out there?
You could set in Jordan, do you think if he's listed as wide receiver DB in fantasy leagues in an IDP league, could you play him in both spots?
Yeah. Well, because it's just like with
because I'm in some leagues that just have IDP where it's like quarterback, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, tight end, IDP.
Well, I know in my IDP league, I could, I think I can even play DBs in kind of a multiple position because I still have like an IDP position and then I have like my DB position.
But they don't have
Travis Hunter, like he's listed as a DB and a wide receiver. So with him being listed as both those positions, you can put him in any position, just like with Taysom Hill.
So that's going to move him up the draft boards by a lot, right?
Huh?
Like that's got to move him up draft boards in those leagues, right? Like you got to be drafting.
No,
Travis
because
Hunter,
now
right?
you still got to decide where you're putting them. Now, granted, in those IDP leagues, right?
Like, is he getting points
because he's getting all those points. He's getting all those points from both sides. So regardless, he's getting points, right? So
are they counting his wide receiver stats if you got him in the DB or like in the IDP position, or how does that work?
I would imagine.
Wow, that is nuts.
Yeah, because then you can just throw them in one position and you're doubling up on points. I think
so. So if you're in a league like that, where are you drafting Travis Hunter then? In a league like that, he was
drafted number 2 in my dynasty.
Number 2, okay.
In my rookie dynasty,
he's got to be. He's got to be top 5.
That's a rookie draft though. If it's like complete and like if it's everyone in the league, it's probably number 1,
okay. So that was just rookie draft.
Yeah, if it's an IDP, it's probably number 1, right? Because
you can play wide receiver,
but but also at the same time,
I will say this: he's at minimum first round value.
Exactly, because he has a ceiling. He has a high ceiling.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean he's going to go out and get a bunch of points every week. I mean, cornerbacks don't necessarily get a whole lot of points in IDP.
But if you're
not getting the ball thrown
wide receiver numbers in your,
but if he's getting wide receiver, so as a DB, then he becomes super valuable, right? Because now he's getting consistent points every week. But as a wide receiver, that doesn't necessarily make him that valuable if he's only getting wide receiver points and still not really getting a whole lot of points from cornerback. So now, you add in his points. So say he's getting a solid 12 points from wide receiver, right? And then on the defensive side, he's getting 7 points from
So I'm curious, like in our league, which is a redraft league, if you draft him because we don't have any IDPs defensive player spots, he's not getting. We're just getting points for him in the wide receiver position, right? We're not getting his defensive stat in the scoring,
right? Yeah, because however you have your scoring set up, I would.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how ours is. If it's just
because I would say because in ours, I think the only thing he could probably get extra points from would be
the special teams, like punt return, kick return, touchdown, or something.
Maybe like interception,
like an interception touchdown. I'm curious how that would work.
Because like on defense, because we have the team defense.
If he gets interceptions and like all those defensive,
no, I don't think he'd get any defense. Because okay, so you do.
Are you looking it up right now?
Yeah, we don't have any points.
Okay, good. Because I have
this team defense. We don't have like miscellaneous. Maybe we could put in like a bonus or something. We don't have anything. We don't have any IDP points.
That would be cool because that would make it interesting for drafting him.
Right, then people may want to draft him, but he's like the only player like that, though.
You know what I mean?
There's no other players like that, though.
But it adds a caveat to people. It's like, do you want to take, go out and do that, or avoid it?
Yeah, that's true. But it's only like adding
sense.
in this whole special thing for like one player. There's no one else.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. Yeah. Good point. That was good. Good question, Jordan. That was something nice to talk about and work through and discuss.
Yeah,
it's interesting to see for like receiving yards. We see a couple running backs on this list, and your favorite man there said Kyle Pitts. Look at him over there in the corner routes, just hanging out. Being a dude.
I know, right? Quietly, everyone acts like he doesn't get stats, but
are you drafting him this year in your redraft leagues as your tight end? Would you take Kyle Pitts
if there's no one else?
If he's sitting there, if he was available for you.
Maybe if he's available, if there's no one else left.
Okay.
I think after like the first three tight ends.
So you'd be willing to add him onto your team?
Yeah.
Like he's not somebody that's like not draftable, you don't think?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. That's cool.
I take Kyle Pitts.
So yards off a pick, only TDs will go defense. Yeah, that is true.
But corner routes, as you see, people didn't really run too many corner routes. It's kind of hard to run a corner route. I feel like a lot of defenses played deep safeties over the top this year. The past 2-3 years, like they've been.
Yeah. Do you think Tyreek still got it? He's gonna retain his crown here and be the post routes champ? You think he's gonna do that with Tua this year? Get all those post routes, big plays.
I'm trying to think of who could possibly take it away from him. Was it like all his yards, right? 308 yards off post routes. He just will and deal, bro. Just
just
pretty much go. Just kind of slightly cut it in, right? That's where he excelled at,
I don't even know who
that you gotta play on the outside over the top, and
I'd be curious to know who was second on this list for post routes.
I'd say Scary Terry, I would have hoped. Like not all of his yards came on the go routes. It'd be interesting to see who was second and third on these routes. And then you got the Will Flair angle route. I don't even know all of those. Like, oh wait, what? Because like the Will is like what, where you cut it out and then in.
So the wheel route is where the running back comes out of the backfield off to the side and looks like he's going to go for a screen, but then he comes and peels out of the backfield and goes. Yeah.
So what's the flare? Isn't the flare like the flats? Cut it out to the flats.
Yeah, that's it. It's not quite. Yeah, it's a little fancy.
Well, I guess they're all the same, and then the angle is like the wheel, just kind of sharper.
Yeah,
I guess it is all the same. We just call it the wheel route, but 320 yards from Breece Hall. It'll be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm. So I know we did some attention to George Pickens tonight and talking about him, but where do you think DK Metcalf is kind of going off what Jordan's saying here? Like, where does he end up on this list somewhere?
Ooh,
despite the quarterback situation in Pittsburgh, or
who's their quarterback?
What do you think kind of season he has?
Who's the quarterback?
I think it's Mason Rudolph as of right now. That's at the top of their depth chart.
Oh, he's gonna take that screen route.
You think he's gonna do close to the line of scrimmage stuff?
I mean, he is more of a possession receiver.
He could be. I think he could potentially maybe post.
It's gonna be hard. I don't know if he's quarterback proof. We'll see.
I don't know either. That's a good question.
The worst quarterback he's ever played with was Geno Smith, right? Oh, I guess Drew Lock.
For a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but really Geno Smith. So We'll see what he does.
I don't know if necessarily he's quarterback proof, Said. I don't know if we've seen enough out of him to say he's quarterback proof.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Rodgers is signed in Pittsburgh. I think if that was going to happen, it was going to happen after the draft, and it hasn't happened yet. So,
yeah,
because do you think it would be beneficial for them to bring in Aaron Rodgers at this point? Because he's not going to want to do training camp. He's not going to want to do all that summer stuff. He's just going to
wants to come in and throw the ball around and see if he wins. And I think they're going to bring him in. He's better than what they have.
So you think he will end up in Pittsburgh? I wish we had Shawnee so he could talk, because he's got his finger on the pulse or TJ for his Steelers.
I know. Maybe we get Steelers guys on for next week. We'll try for that.
Yeah, we got to talk about these Steeler assets, because it's a good question, because I don't know, because this year in my dynasty, I haven't invested in many Steelers assets or Steelers players, and in redraft I didn't have any Steelers quarterbacks on my top 20 QB list, and I'm curious to know how everyone's feeling about, just as a whole, the Pittsburgh Steelers offense for fantasy this year in redraft and dynasty.
Right. That'd be good to talk about.
So that'd be good too to go along with. And then if you get those guys on, our Steelers people, maybe they can get their top 10 fictional quarterbacks to go along with it.
Right.
Have a little roundtable episode, Said.
Hey, I like it. Along with the Steelers. So that sounds right? Fantasy quarterbacks, Steelers team. They're high hopes, thinking that they're gonna really go somewhere.
Because I don't know. Do you think DK Metcalf even stays as a top 20 receiver this year in fantasy in Pittsburgh?
We'll see. Come training camp, see who their quarterback is. I think that's all it depends on, is who the quarterback is. Quite honestly,
because I don't think their offensive line is the greatest.
Yeah.
Because I heard from a lot of Steelers fans is that they've had a couple people leaving free agency, but the guys that they do have, it's not really looking good for the offensive line.
Yeah.
But that's all stuff we could talk about next Sunday with our fictional quarterback rankings. So
right, or you guys
thank you tonight tuning in, Jordan, Damian, Jamie, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us, and I appreciate it if you hit the like button and share us and follow us and subscribe to wherever we're at, and join us in the conversations outside of this show, outside of these episodes, over there on Discord. You find me there all the time. Tag me, I'll holler back at you. Find us over there on the Facebook group too, on our Fantasy Reports page. Talk about things, talk about what we talked about tonight. Keep this thing going. We love it. We love the engagement. We love the participation, and we love you guys tuning in with us, and we appreciate it, because half of what we do, we're doing it for you. Not only do we love the sports we talk about and this game we play, but we also like the community that we're building here and the people that we do that with. So I just want to say thank you. I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight, and I look forward to seeing your guys' fictional quarterback list next Sunday, and getting some talk on some Pittsburgh Steelers fantasy players, see what we're feeling about them on Sunday. So that's all I got for tonight, Said. Other than that, maybe just check out our merch store on Shady Sports Network. Get some gear and rock.
We got our shirts over there. Hey, yeah. Go ahead on over and check out our gear, man. We got our shirts. We got some hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got any bus stop gear coming up too. We got Fantasy Reports. We got
bus stop gear coming out too. We'll be getting that here soon.
Nice.
We'll be getting the bus stop gear up on there. We're getting it one step at a time. We got Fantasy Reports and Shady Sports gear on there too. So you guys check out at shadysportsnetwork.com, and it'll take you over to Matt's page, to our guy's page. I forget what it's. Oh, Brandon Blanks. That's what the company is. Brandon
yes,
Blanks.
yes.
It'll take you over to their page. You can check out our store on there.
Mm-hmm. So and we'll get into that on Sunday night, the Carson Wentz chatter. But yeah, that's been, I think, our show tonight. Said, I think we did a great job. I had a blast. I loved it. I enjoyed it, and I look forward to next Sunday with you.
Heck yeah, man. Next Sunday will be fun. We'll do our top 10 fictional quarterbacks. And What was the other one?
Try to get some special guests on to talk some Steelers fantasy football.
Talk some Steelers fantasy football.
Oh, it requires a bus pass.
Yeah, you gotta get a bus pass. You want to come over to the bus stop, guys, every Thursday, 6 p.m. over here in Shady Sports, on YouTube.
Yeah, what else do you got going on this week before Sunday, Said? Do you got anything for
yeah, we'll be doing the Entertainment Football League. We'll be doing some coaching announcements. I think we'll have somebody's offensive coordinator on. And then hopefully we'll have some player announcements too from that. So
cool
player announcements. And then, yeah, we'll be recapping these playoffs. I know the Timberwolves smacked the Thunder last night. We'll be talking about that. It looks like New York, not so much. I haven't seen the update since we've been talking.
Oh, yeah.
It's tight right now. I guess actually they are. It's actually, yeah. It's 96. Oh, wait, what's the score? 198. I don't know what's going on with my game cast. Catch up. Is that game over?
But I look forward to you guys getting into it.
Oh, it's over. The next one. I didn't see it. So yeah, same thing in both series, but backwards, right? Knicks win one on the road. Timberwolves win one at home. So both series are 2-1 right now on both sides of the ball.
Damn.
Only difference is Knicks did not smack the Pacers. They came back on the Pacers because I know the Pacers are up pretty good, but
yeah,
the Timberwolves smacked the Thunder in the mouth last night.
Yeah, I look forward to you guys getting a little bit of nice chatter about my Wolves on Thursday night. So give them a little respect.
We'll give the Wolves some respect this week. They're doing pretty. We'll see what happens. We'll have an update too because they play tomorrow.
Hey, it's crazy to see how basketball can be played when the whistles stay in the pocket. Let them play. Let them play ball.
Yeah, it's like the Timberwolves woke up last night. But yeah, no, that's what we got coming up. And then, of course,
so they got some of that bump that fan had in the stands from the last series. They put down on their bench.
Hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They got some oomph with them. And then Julius Randle just came out determined. That dude couldn't miss a shot in the third quarter. So that was good to see. Anyway, yeah, we got that coming up. We'll talk basketball on the bus stop. But
so please join Seth over there and Jordan. Those guys are great.
Here in fantasy, of course.
Did you like that Billy Blues suggestion I gave to you? Or did you know about Billy Blue before I threw out that recommendation your way?
Oh, no, I did not know about Billy Blue before you threw that out. So, yes, Static, you heard that. We got to get some Billy Blue. We'll be playing.
He was really good. I loved his days with Lupe Fiasco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Jordan probably knew about him. My music knowledge sucks. That's why I got a show to try to learn and grow it. So I'm with it. Guys, keep rocking with us. Come back next week, 7 p.m., same place, same time here on Shady Sports. Other than that, yeah, I don't have anything else. Thanks, guys, for rocking, showing us the love. We got up to I think 70 people live tonight, so that's cool.
I love it. Thank you, all 70 of you. Appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you someday.
Let's go, and then we get the
bring a friend next time. Let's get that double. Let's get to 140. If you all 7 of you bring a friend in here,
I think the goal for this season is 500. Right? What was it? 100 people last year. So
let's go.
500 live viewers and get that chat rocking straight up. Let's go. So that's the new goal for going into 2025 season, upping it from 100 live viewers to 500 live viewers. So let's see what we can do. Right, guys, keep hitting that like button. It's Fantasy Reports. I'm the bus driver. That's the co-pilot. And we bring you all your fantasy football stats, man. Everything you need to win your leagues and redraft. Dynasty, best ball, vampire, shadow realm. Whatever league you're playing in this year.
If they got it, we got it.
Yeah, if you playing it, we talking about it probably. So let's do it. We with it.
Hell yeah.
Keep rocking with us, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. Again, hit that like button. It's been a pleasure. Got anything else, Justin?
No, just want to say good night, sleep well, and I hope everyone has a great Memorial Day as far as, taking the time to remember those that came before us to let us have that opportunity to have that day and be able to celebrate it.
Right. Yeah. Gone but not forgotten. Forever with us. So, yeah. Guys, take a moment for those lost and just take a moment of silence and keep it, and live your life for them. Other than that, thanks for rocking with us here on Shady Sports Network and have a great night.
Good night, everybody.
I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. game changer.